Ooh, we're having issues with some filters there. Cinema time again, but we're talking Silent Hill. Hills, but not that one. No, it's movies, not games. Let's dive in. So, hello everybody. I didn't change shirts. What are you talking about? I was wearing this in the last video. I wasn't. Of course, I was wearing a Silent Hill shirt in the Resident Evil video. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, I am, of course, Dan on Paper. Thank you for watching if you are catching this on the YouTubes. Yeah, I'm not awkward at all, no. I did a little video talking about the 6 Resident Evil movies and how they started good and kind of got shittier and shittier. And that last one just lowered that bar to somewhere down here where you can't even see. It's like off screen. But I did mention, and what are you talking about? I wasn't wearing I was not wearing a long sleeve shirt. I did mention I got a little variant of a umbrella logo. I do. I still have love for Resident Evil, just not the movies, the games. The games they're not perfect, but anyway, we're getting off topic. Off topic. We're here to talk Silent Hill this time. We talked Resident Evil, and we had a lot to cover. We had 6 of them. Silent Hill is a little easier. We only got 2, so we'll start obviously with Silent Hill. This movie came out several years ago. I have a lot of good things to say. I love this movie. It is good. It's good. Like, it's not perfect, no, but for a video game adaptation of a movie, it's like, it's good. I don't know. If you disagree, go ahead. Yell at me in the comments. Tell me why you don't like it. It's not perfect. The ending's a little weird, but we'll get into that. Before we get too deep, just to be safe, let's throw up that spoiler alert just in case. We're gonna make sure it's there. You saw it. I saw it. We both saw it. You saw it. We're good. All right, we're good. It's going down. But just in case, because we're probably gonna get into spoiler territory here. If you haven't seen it by now, well, that's your problem. Silent Hill, the game, the first game, it was the dad and the daughter. They go to Silent Hill. They kind of venture, and then the first game is the dad looking for the daughter. Is kind of the short version of it. The movie kind of reverses the roles. It's the mom and the daughter instead. The daughter is having these visions and kind of nightmares of a place called Silent Hill. The mom thinking, oh, it's a good idea. Let's find this place. Let's go. That's a bad idea. You don't go to Silent Hill. You don't go to Raccoon City. You don't go to Silent Hill, but there's always Pang. So, sorry. I like that joke. I don't care. Silent Hill, though, I just thought it was really good. Like, visually, just the monsters, how they portrayed. They had a lot of them. They had the nurses and just the torment of them. I understand, like, I don't know if it's supposed to be creepy or funny or both, but the janitor and, like, the impliedness. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you joining us live here. We're talking about the Silent Hill movies this time. If you were watching live of the Resident Evil movies, cool. Otherwise, check out that video later. Back on topic. The janitor, I don't know, like, if he was truly supposed to be creepy. It kind of had the implied tone that he maybe did some, either he molested the little girl or he just had some weird dark demons, but I thought he was kind of funny with, like, his, I don't know, just how he demeaned himself. It was how he was portrayed. If I had a little video, it'd be awesome, but I don't yet, and for many reasons, but if you know the janitor when he comes out in the demon form, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave it there. But it's just, the movie had a great way of portraying the darkness of the city and, like, how it changed and kind of went from that classic foggy town which wasn't quite fog, but that's a different story. It wasn't snowing. It was ash. That town's burning, but it just had that whole dark undertone, and I loved it. And the big caveat is, okay, the second Resident Evil movie had the Nemesis. No, this one had Pyramid Head, and we'll get into it when we talk about the second movie, but in this one, Pyramid Head is Pyramid Head. He's awesome. Like, He's just relentless, stalking. He twists off somebody's skin and throws it at people. That's fucked up, but like it's good in like a weird way. I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. It was really weird, and it kind of went into more of the story. We're getting slightly off topic, but the daughter and like how she's essentially, again, spoilers. You saw the alert. If you didn't see it, sorry, but spoilers. Hopefully you've seen this movie by now. The fact that the human daughter is actually the good side of Alexa, and everything that happens in Silent Hill is more or less her evil side, because more or less the villagers thought she was a witch type, like evil, so they burned her, and you know, in the process of that, well, things kind of went bad, and then the whole town suffers. So, but at the end though, bumping my camera, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Stay. With the end though, with the barbed wire, and again, not like, I know I put a spoiler warning up, but like, it's hard to just describe what Alexa does with barbed wire to the leader of the cult, but it's bad. It's yeah, and then with the little demon girl dancing in the blood, and so, and a little shout out to Laurie Holden, who played Sybil, something like that, which was a character from the game, and I thought she did a great job, you know, pre-Walking Dead fame. So kind of sucks that she gets toasted, literally, but you know, it's what it was. But jumping on that, off of that note, they did come out with a sequel, Silent Hill Revelation, and they put that 3D on it. So I'm gonna try not to bump it as much, but it's gonna move around. It's just that's what I have to deal with, and you get to deal with it too. But Silent Hill Revelation had a lot going for it. It's essentially like at the end of the first one, okay, the dad wants to, you know, find his wife and daughter, and that's more or less what this movie's about, except he did find her. Then like he needs to find, more or less the cult wants to bring the daughter back, and Silent Hill Revelations takes a lot, and I mean a lot. Just like how the second Resident Evil movie took a lot from the third game, this one takes a lot from the third game. The daughter had the look of the character from the third Silent Hill. We got a young Jon Snow, even though I guess he's kind of young. This movie's not super old. It's only a few years old, 4 or 5 years old, give or take. But the guy who plays Jon Snow on Game of Thrones is in it. I can't think of his name, but that's okay. Kip Harington? That sounds right. I'm going with Kip Harington, I think. Unless that's the guy from One Direction, but I don't watch Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. You can hate me for it. I don't. But yeah, we had him as the cult leader's son, who is brought into like the real world because he was some ritual where they carved him up with a knife, so he could come in and try to bring her back. But he sees the good, and so on. This movie, as with that 3D, they do a lot of the cheesy 3D stuff. I am not touching it, and it keeps bumping. It's something over it. What do you not like? Do you not like this? If I move shit, will you stop moving? No? Okay. We're gonna continue. It's just gonna do that. Could have put it right next to it. That would have been a better idea. That would have been me thinking, but I'm too far in now. But yeah, like, it took a lot from it, and it's not as good as the first one. The first Silent Hill is probably my favorite video game movie. I can't really think of anything better. If you can think of something better, by all means, in those comments, just be like, blah, Super Mario, blah, Far Cry, or whatever Yui Bowl has, you know, thrown up lately. Although I like Postal, but different story, different day. But yeah, this one, it was very interesting. Oh, and it has what's-his-face from Game of Thrones in it. I should have mentioned that from both of these. Sean Bean. And he doesn't die in either. Spoiler, Sean Bean, 2 movies that he doesn't die in. But the ending is kind of left open because, you know, after the daughter's saved, the dad saved, the cult is more or less gone. He still has to find his wife. Jon Snow and the daughter Alexa, or whatever, I think that's her name, they go away happily ever after. But here's the one gripe. I'm gonna end it with this little bit. If you've seen this movie, the last minute is the best minute of the whole movie for me, just because it hit 2 fanboy things from the video games that I loved. You had the 2 characters, you know, hitchhiking. They're just trying to leave Silent Hill. They get picked up by a semi-truck. and I'm beating myself up for not knowing his name, but the guy who picks him up is the guy from Silent Hill. Fuck. The one that they made for the handheld. But I don't, yeah, the truck driver. I wish I knew his name better, and I'm sorry. Like, I should research things more, but this is a live show. I just say stuff. Stuff just comes out of my head. But, anyway, yeah. But then after that, you got them picking him up. You know, they have a little exchange, kind of, oh, yeah, I just came from there, too. Whoop, let's get the fuck out of here. And as they go one way, you get a police car, and then you get a prison bus going into Silent Hill, and then you get the fog over it, which little tie into the most recent game at that time, Silent Hill Downpour, which I kind of would have loved it, like, if they ever do a third Silent Hill movie, which I don't see happening, and it's kind of a bummer because I would love to see one more out of it, just because of how they ended it. But you never know. Never say never. So, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah. Overall, it's like 2 movies instead of 6. So, one insanely good one, in my opinion. One, eh. This last note, I'm going to leave it here. I do like one of my favorite quotes from this movie is the very simple line when they're on the carousel. The, "Go to hell, can't you see? We're already here." Love that line. Don't know why. It's just really good. But, yeah, if you like these movies, you know, throw some words. If you don't, let me know. Like I said, what video game movies do you like? I'm taking that down now. I appreciate you watching. For the one person still watching live, still committing to my whatever this is, you get one of these. If you were watching in the last video, then you got one too. There were 2 of them last time, but there's only one this time. Just one. This one, I don't give them too often. It's for you. So cherish that. You can tell me in the comments if you cherish this. If this thumbs up, you cherish it, let me know. Because I like doing this. Whether I'm reaching 0 people, 1 person, just you and me right here. This is our moment. I don't know who you are. You could be somebody that I know. I don't know. You could be somebody else, but this is our moment. We're taking this time. We're going off script. There is no script. This is a phone. This is an editor. There is no script here. Psh. I think I have a script. I think I know what I'm doing. If I could reach 0 people, I could reach 1 person, or I could reach the 12, that's right, 12 subscribers I have, and I know like 4 of them. Yeah. I like doing this. I hope you are being entertained by me. That's why I do this. It's freaking, what is it, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and I don't even know what time it is right now here. Whatever. It's in Minnesota, and it's summer, and it's weird outside. That's fake rain. If you were watching the last video, yeah, what you hear right now, it sounds vaguely like static, but I just didn't want, no background noise, but I didn't want music either, so we went with rain. And you want to know how I know it's rain? Because thunder. And some wind. And a little more thunder. But we're going to end it there, so I am dragging on. I don't want to waste any more of your time. I appreciate you watching. Definitely check out my other videos. News up hopefully every Friday if I get around to it. I'm going to try. Do the weekly show and constant video game stuff of playing. So, for myself, Dan on Paper, of course, I appreciate your time. I've dragged this on too long. It is time to go. I will see you next time. Remember, that's for you.